My name is Constance Sayers, and I'm the president of Government Executive Media Group. On behalf of Broadcom and Studio 2G, which is the custom content division of Government Executive, it is my pleasure to welcome you to today's event, Modernization in Action. This morning, we're going to delve into the intersection of data and IT modernization and how both of these crucial elements of today's government can support each other. In this market, we hear a lot about IT modernization as part of the president's management agenda and about data as an element of the federal data strategy. But what's unique about today's event is that you'll have the chance to dive into how modern infrastructures can effectively support data. So just quickly, show of hands, get everybody moving this morning. Who deals with some type of data in their role? Most of you. Now, who feels confident that right now they have the ability to actually translate that data into action? Yeah. And, you know, I moderate and host a lot of these events. That's the number one thing that we hear at Government Executive, which is that people just don't know how to start and put it into action. So you're in the right place because this morning you're going to hear from government and military leaders, as well as Broadcom experts about how to turn disparate sources of data into a strategic asset. We're going to discuss how a modernized approach to storing and accessing data can transform government operations. And best of all, you're going to receive some practical tips to get you started, which I think is the most important. So we want you to be part of this conversation, so please be sure to tweet your thoughts and questions throughout Twitter using the hashtag #ModernizationInAction. That's hashtag #ModernizationInAction. And now let's just get started. I'm very honored to introduce Tom Heinz, the Federal Sales Director of Storage Platforms at Brocade. Tom oversees Broadcom's engagement with the public sector and is a true expert in his field. So please join me in welcoming Tom to the stage to give an overview of today's program. Tom.
Hey, good morning, and thank you, Connie. I appreciate that introduction. On behalf of Broadcom and the Brocade Storage Network Division of Broadcom, I just want to thank you for investing the time today. I think it's a timely topic. We've got an explosion of data, an explosion of information, and how do we meld that and get that available to everybody that needs it within your organizations or even across the government. So we've got a great panel of speakers here that are going to discuss that. We've got a couple of keynotes, and I think we're going to have a great day here. Brocade was bought by Broadcom a couple of years ago. We're primarily known for our storage area networking, which we have about an 80% market share in that technology. And Gartner says that that will be the enterprise class storage connectivity for the next decade. So that is certainly a part of this whole mix in terms of the data, because you have data and you have storage, and there's so many different ways of storing that and getting it kind of tied together so that you have the access that we've been talking about. So, with the keynotes and the panels, we're going to be exploring emerging technologies, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and I think we're probably going to get off on some tangents. This is a discussion today. This is our continuing series from Mission to Modernize, and today we're calling it Mission to Action, because we're actually trying to put some things in place here that you can take as actual information to go back to your agencies with. So let's get started with our first speaker. Dr. Tim Persons is the GAO Chief Scientist and one of the managing directors of the Science, Technology, Assessment, and Analytics team. This team conducts technology assessments, provides oversight of federal science and technology programs, provides technical assistance on science and technology issues to the Congress, and develops innovative analytical techniques for carrying out audits and evaluations. So Tim joined GAO in July of 2008. Prior to that, he served in key executive roles in the Intelligence Advanced Research Projects activity and the National Security Agency. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Tim Persons.